Greetings to all of my brothers and sisters, all of my fellow human beings. I'd like to greet you with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be upon you. When I say my fellow human beings, I'm speaking to all nationalities, all creeds, all religions, even if you're not a believer, even if you're an atheist. The Bible teaches me that the sun shines on the just as well as the unjust. The Bible has taught me, and I believe it, that all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. The Bible also teaches me all of our righteousnesses are like filthy rags. I believe it. My name is Raymond Lewis Ivy. I ask all of you that's listening to this YouTube video today, I ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Raymond Ivy, I-V-Y, YouTube channel. Join me on my Facebook page at raymond.ivy.5@facebook.com. Join me and follow me. There would be no dull moment. You have some people that call me rebel, some call me racist, some call me a militant. Today, I want to talk to you about what happened 3 years ago today on August the 22nd, 2012. Today is August the 22nd, 2015 at approximately 3:09 p.m. Central Time. I believe the same as Charleston, Missouri time. But a police officer by the name of Brenda Bedford, who works for the Charleston, Missouri Police Department, who's headed by the chief/director, Robert Bobby Hearns, and his captain, Anthony Mooney, two of the most crookedest individuals that I know in this town, and all of his ranking officials that I know. Just about all the other individuals that work there. There's only one female in there that I trust, and she's black, and she's not a police officer. I know she's a lady of God, and she stands for truth. One police officer that I know for sure, he's white. The lady's black, he's white. That I trust him. I believe he's a Christian. And he showed me that he stands for justice, and he serve and protect all, not just the east side of town, Charleston, but the west side too. In other words, the blacks and the whites, no matter what your nationality is. But on this date, I had a knock at my door from Brenda Bedford. She's also the resource police officer for the Charleston R1 school district here in Charleston, Missouri. I had took my children out of school after May the 17th of 2012 because what the school district negligently was leaving my then 5-year-old daughter on the school bus for 20 minutes or longer, along with a white bus driver who had came from Arkansas in 2011, the end part of 2011, and fled in June of 2012 after what he did to my then 5-year-old daughter on February the 1st of 2012. But she told me that the school told her that my children hadn't been in school. School that started August the 17th, I believe it was, where they've been in school for 5 days. And I told her, I don't have to explain to you, the school, or nobody else in the state of Missouri why my 2 daughters is not in school. I said, I don't have to enroll my children in y'all school. I said, did I enroll them back when the school ended? Each time a school end, you have to reassign or re-enroll your children. I didn't re-enroll my children. I said, you know why I didn't. I said, when that white bus driver did what he did to my 5-year-old daughter, I said, when I came up there the day that it happened on the 1st of February, I said on the 3rd, Frank Ellis, assistant principal for the Hearns Elementary School, Charleston R1 School District, a black man that grew up here in Charleston that was fired from 2 other schools, Meridian in Mounds, Illinois, or Mound City, and one in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Now he down here at this reject school that oppress and set back blacks. But they're not going to do my 2 children. But anyway, I told her he questioned her on the 3rd without my presence or permission, trying to intimidate her to change her story. And you come on the 6th. What took you so long to question my daughter? You wanted to question her when I wasn't there so you could try to change her story, saying that she told you and Frank Ellis that the bus driver was just trying to help her on the bus. How you gonna help a child on the bus when you got a knife, got her sitting down, and you cutting something off the back of her backpack? How you gonna try to help her and she ain't even on the bus, and you lifting her up by her backpack, by the scrap of the back of her backpack without her permission? What is she doing on this bus with him 20 minutes or longer? And when I signed a agreement with the director of transportation, who's supposed to be black, he looked black, and with the principal, who's white, that my daughter would stay in the office until 3 o'clock till our other sister got out of school and they got on the bus with the rest of the children. But that was broken. It was breached. So they got to cover it up. Why wouldn't if my daughter wasn't afraid, why all the times that they done left her on the bus with this guy alone would she come home and tell me what happened? But anyway, it touched me today because this is the 3rd year anniversary. They was concerned about that. I told her, take me to court. Guess what? 3 years later, going on 4 years, they ain't came to try to take me to court. But let me tell you what they done did since, because I've been putting YouTube videos out. The Standard Democrat newspaper in Charleston, Missouri, printed my story 3 times about what they did. The police department in the school. A newspaper that was out of Malden, Missouri, called the Messenger. They printed my story 2 times. January and February of 2013. A newspaper in Chicago, Illinois, called the Austin Weekly News, out of off the northwest side of the Austin district in Chicago. They printed my story twice. The BBC News in London, they aired my complaint. But anyway, they weren't concerned. So now what they try to do is intimidation tactics. This same officer, Brenda Bedford, her son came to my house because she seen her name in the newspaper 3 weeks after her name come up in the newspaper, me telling what she did wrong. Him and another police officer with the Department of Children and Family Service came to my house telling me somebody called anonymous saying I'm doing something to my children. All of a sudden now, they 9 and 10 years old, now ain't no more complaints. Because see, they thought that they was going to intimidate my children like they did at the school and tell them, date your daddy doing something to you. My then 7-year-old asked this lady, what? My daddy haven't did nothing to me and my sister. Do you want to know what that white bus driver did to my little sister? The lady didn't want to hear it. Brenda Bedford's son, Keith Bedford, he came in with another police with the Children and Family Service people. The officer Dalton that was there, he was a gentleman in the Scotland. He was white. He's not there anymore. Most of all the decent white and black police officers, they quit. Because they know Bobby Hearns, Robert Hearns, Anthony Mooney, and all of them ranking police officers, and most of all them people working that police station, except the one black particular female that's not a police officer, and there's one white police that I know. It may be some new ones that's not corrupted, but the rest of them corrupted. They tried to intimidate her. They tried to intimidate me in my house, telling me her son, Keith Bradford, said, Keith Bradford said I couldn't call nobody to let him know that they was in my house. And this Officer Dalton told him, Raymond is not under arrest. He said he could call who he wanted. He said, Raymond, as long as they don't come in here, disrupt it. They left. The next day, the police and somebody from the Children and Family Services, Social Service came with, they was the out-of-home investigators. Said that they come to investigate what the bus driver did to my child in the school some 11 months later. I asked him, what do you want to come see now? When I called y'all, you said somebody anonymous called you. When I called y'all, you said that my complaint didn't want you to bring out a investigator. But see, let me show you how clever they think they are. They didn't even come and investigate what I complained about what the bus driver did so they can clear him. They said that somebody called and said that I claimed that the bus driver sexually did something sexually to my daughter. Nowhere in the complaint did I say that. I said he endangered her and he abused her. And the school negligently left her on the bus. So that cleared the bus driver. They didn't make no reports. They said it would never follow him. But he's in Walnut Ridge, Arkansas now, working in an all-white school in just about an all-white town where I sent my complaint to the school and to the newspaper. They didn't care. You know why? Because he did it to a black child. You see what I'm saying? I didn't let them in my house, but my kids' psychologist told them they can meet with me, her, and them. She seen what they was doing was wrong. If this happened to my child, why didn't the school recommend my child to see a psychologist? I had to do it. I wouldn't put them back in this school unless that superintendent lost his job. The assistant superintendent lost his job. The principal for the Hearns Elementary School, Tammy Brock, lost her job. The assistant principal, Frank Ellis, lost his job. The director of transportation, Irvin Watts, lost his job. The police officer, Brenda Bedford, lost her job. The director of police, Bobby Hearns, lost his job. Anthony Mooney lost his job. Those people that worked for the Children and Family Services that helped them cover up this here lost their job. And even the director of the Children's Advocate, the director now, talked to her personally. She said they shouldn't be investigating me more instead of these people. She lost her job. All these people is white except the director of transportation, which is Irvin Watts, go to Grand Avenue Church here in Charleston, Missouri on Grand Avenue, and a deacon at this church.